Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to play a game of Find the Heating Pipes. I came in first, fixed this job, I think like last October, November time. And upstairs is all done, to be fair. I got all the bathrooms and everything done, kitchen's all done. But in this area there's not underfloor heating. Everywhere else was underfloor heating downstairs. So let me spin the camera around. So I came over Christmas, there used to be a cylinder and a back boiler here. Took all this out. But I know that we've got 250mm heating pipes up there somewhere. I'll have to cut a hole in that ceiling. I'll zoom out a little bit. Got to cut a hole in that ceiling. Obviously they've insulated all the walls and stuff. So we've got a radiator going on here. I know where them two are. Looks like, I can't remember if I left tails off for a tower rail in here. I know my heating pipes run along here. I've got two valves, it's all leave, but behind the walk-in wardrobe there's a cupboard that you can get in so far, and there's auto air. I put lever valves and auto air vents up there. This is all on a separate circuit, this end. So I don't know if I'll be able to get into the boiler today or not, but I still need to lag all the pipes and stuff. So we've just got a shower room, there'll be shower valve, toilet basin. Not sure where that tower rail's going, whether it's going on there or whether the plan was to get a smaller one under the window. I'm not too sure, but obviously I need to get heating pipes probably down there somewhere anyway. And this is the bit where it's going to get confusing, because I can't remember where I left these because the staircase wasn't in. So I don't know if them are 22s. I know I took 22, but I'm sure I like my pipes going across. So I don't know if they're the old like cold feed and vent maybe to the cylinder, because the cylinder was here. So I'm going to end up having to cut a hole. And what we've got is we've got a radiator dropping down here behind this bookcase, and then there's one back to back on the other side. And then inside here, I've obviously got the log burner and stuff to do as well. So that's pretty much today's mission, to try and get my heating pipes in. I won't have time to do the shower tray or any of the hot and colds, I don't think, because it's just a case of trying to find where them pipes are. So yeah, that's today's mission anyway. I'll spin the camera around again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to crack on with. Hopefully, as I say, I'm not too sure what they're doing with that wall there that's in front of me. But I'll probably end up having to chop my pipes in. So we'll have a look at that anyway. I'll crack on. These two here, these won't be my pipes because I want to use hair felt lagging like that. So my heating pipes, God knows where they are. They might even be on like the layer above. So what I'll get some dust sheets out the van, sheet all the staircase down and try and find them. I know I ran them on the left hand side somewhere, but I've no idea where now. It's too long ago. As I say, the stairs wasn't in, so all I would have done, I dropped them below because I wanted all the air to travel to that end. But as to where I put them, I might have even left them over there a little bit. I'm sure I brought them somewhere near to this internal corner though, so I might cut a little hole up there yet. I don't know if you guys will be able to see very easily. I'm not looking at these two 22s here. They're the old heating pipes, I think, or something. But above there, there's another set of 22s. I think they're my pipes. So I'd have left them. I reckon I left them somewhere near that wall, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is cut a hole and see if I can get up, and then probably got a little bit of chasing to do. Not too sure how far that wall's coming out. Obviously the door frame's there, so it'll be dotted down. I might just get away with chopping the render off. But I think that's where they are, up there. I thought I lagged them, to be fair. It might have just been the end bit I missed. But anyway, I'll see how far they go. I can't feel the end of them, so hopefully they go somewhere near that wall. What I'm going to do is just cut a square here and see where my pipes go. This isn't Artex, this has all been tested. This is just textured wallpaper. We always do like a type 3 survey before we do any demolition works on properties. So there's no asbestos in there. Some of the older Artex can contain asbestos, so just be a little bit careful. Obviously, always get it sampled if you're not sure that. But I can guarantee that it's just textured wallpaper. As I say, hopefully my pipes are there. If not, we'll have to look. But it doesn't matter what I do on this ceiling here, because obviously it's all been counterbattened and they're going over the top, so I can cut as many holes as I need. If I need to cut another one there, that'll be fine. And then we'll get behind that batten, chop in that wall and get the heating pipes brought down. Let me know if any of you guys want to see a tour of the Wheels Boys tool bag and all. It's a bit of a mess at the minute, but I'll tidy it up before I do. Yeah, if you want to see a toolbox tour, I'll definitely be down to do one of them. Right, this is the moment of truth. We'll just get this plastic pulled out of the way. There's them other pesky pipes. All the old insulation minging. And then my pipes aren't there, are they? Oh, they are. I love this bit of plumbing. It's the best bit in it. Taking a bit of a risk here. I'm just going to cut these old 22s out of the way. I'm 99% sure they are dead. But you can never be 100% in plumbing. hopefully as we cut through. I think these would have fed like the old, it was a wood burning back boiler, so I think they're the old, oh look at that, at least it's dead. Not getting too wet, it's only going down my arm. I'll get a tray or something out of the van. But yeah, I think they're the old heating circs, and my new one, it's because they lifted the floor, so they're the old joists, that's the old insulation, and there's a new set on top. But yeah, they are dead, just not fully drained. I'll get a bucket out. I just cut the other one. I used the Milwaukee this time, now I'm certain they're dead. Try not to get it filled with water, and then, as I say, I just wang them off over there. It gives me a little bit of space to work. My Milwaukee's full of water. I want to get the new one anyway, I can't remember what they call it. They've got a new model out, it cuts a lot quicker. So, I'm not really too bothered if it gets a little bit wet, that one. I think it's through. I'm trying not to get, oh, it's not quite cut there yet. Them pipes are full of sludge, most of it's down my arm now, but we're all good. We'll have a bit of a tidy up. So what I'll do is get all the messy work done, I'll get my chase done, and it should just be a case of doing all the nice stuff then. Well, all I'm doing, that's my centre line, that's the edge of my chase. I've not disc cut it down because I haven't got my dust extraction from my disc cutter today. I've left it on another job. So sometimes you make less mess and less dust just by carefully chipping away at the end of it. It'll only take literally a minute to do that. So just a bit conscious about dust. Once I've got all the chasing done, I'll have a really good tidy up, and then I'll get all the mess out of the way, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But as I say, you do less dust, just carefully stitch drilling it out. I know it doesn't leave the neatest, but they're going to dot and dab over this anyway. And hopefully, if I protect all my pipes in the wall, I shouldn't have to go into the brickwork, because the render's about 15mm thick, and they've got to come to the edge of this door frame anyway, so it'll still be able to get the dot and dab on there, hopefully. I don't really want to chop into the brick, it's only single brick. If I'm not careful, I'll be on the other side. As if by magic that chase is done. I know it's not the neatest, but it is the least dustiest way of doing the job. So on this wall, we've got a 600 double, so we need to bring our pipes out. Obviously I'll work out the height. I normally bring them about 230, so they're above the skirting board. So we'll be coming out there somewhere. So if we've got 600, we need to be 3, 4, 5 either side of centre to allow for the valve. So you add 90mm onto it for your radiators, 45mm either side. So I work out where that's going, chase across, and then we'll have a good clean up. So I just need to get this pipe cut, and I'll solder an elbow on out of position so I can tape everything up then so it's all protected. So all I use is 15mm elbow. That'll point out the wall, as I say, with a short bit of copper in, and then we'll tape everything up so it's all protected. So I just need to solder an elbow onto the end of this bend. I've already cut it to length. What I'll do is I'll clean my pipe. I always just flux my pipe. I never flux the inside of my fitting, because you end up with too much flux inside your system if you're not careful. I normally use a flux box, but I honestly can't find it, so solder's fine. You don't need a lot of flux. That's plenty. And pop the elbow on. I know I'll have the deburring police on me, so I ain't deburred my pipe. Technically you should, but as long as your pipe's nice and clean, your soldering will be fine. Yeah. I know most plumbers, I don't know, the guy who taught me never used I dropped that. I just have to clean that bit up again. The guy who taught me never used to deburr his pipes. I mean, on large systems you always would, like if you're on like 35mm copper, because it can make a difference, but on little bits like this. So we just need that. Is that going to be right? No, it needs to be all the way around on this one. That like that. I know somebody will point out the fact that I've ripped my trousers. Yeah, I've ripped my trousers. These are my old pair actually, because my other ones got a bit stinky yesterday. You don't want to know what I was doing. So you don't need a lot of heat. 15mm copper. Just gently heat it up, and then as soon as your flame starts to look a little bit green, it's generally time to apply the solder. And just get that a little bit more heat. So my soldering is not the best, it never has been, but generally it doesn't leak, and that'll be fine. We'll let that cool off, give it a wipe off. You can give it a little rub with your steel wool as well, just to make it shine, and that'll be perfect. A little bit of a snot on that side, but and then all I'll do is once that cooled off, we'll cover this in tape and then we'll strap it in the wall, and that'll be job done. That's that joint I just soldered. It's not too bad, there's probably a little bit of a snot just run down the pipe somewhere, but it's not horrendous. Again, you're never going to see that. My soldering is not the best. I mean, you could argue, you could press it. There's all different ways of joining pipe. I mean, the quickest way would have been just to bang some 10mm speed fit down the wall, but that's not the best way of doing it. 15mm pipes will never block up on heating. So, as I say, I'll wrap some of this around it and see if I've got some strap bandings or some clips. Technically, on like new builds and new building regulations, they say even these pipes would need to be lagged even if they're in the wall. But this is, yeah, you can only do your best. Again, I don't know many plumbers who would lag these pipes because it's all the heat loss is internal. As long as they're protected, I think that'll be fine on this. As I say, I did lag all my pipes coming across. I must have just run out of lagging on this last bit. I should be able to slice them down. But if you look back at my old videos, you'll see me lagging all the pipes across there in the eaves and stuff. So I just need to pick them up and then drop down. But what I'll do is I think I'm going to tee into them. I can always do another chase the other side, because if I go back to back on here, it's not going to be in the middle of the wall anyway. So I'll have to do another chase regardless. Alright, we'll see if we can get these pipes strapped up at the bottom. All I'm using is strap banding. So drilled a couple of 6mm holes, or 5.5. Where's my hammer? Hammer's on top. And then I say I've wrapped all these really well, so nothing touches the brickwork or the plaster. And hopefully that's the height I want my pipes to come at. So it's just a case of trying not to, so it's catching on the pipe at the top, that one. I have to bend that old pipe out of the way. We'll set them dead on the laser so we know they're the right height. Where's my screws gone? Should have got everything ready before I started videoing, but this is just how I work. And this is like real life. It might not be how some people would do it, but I think it's the best way of doing this sort of job. Where's my laser gone? I'm blocking my light. I'll put it somewhere there. I think this floor's been tiled yet and all, so that's at 200. We'll run with that a second. I'll just bend that pipe out of the way. doesn't it? Needs to come across a bit. We'll probably have to re-drill that hole across a little bit. Oh, my level's not long enough. Just going to get my longer level out. I can't see my laser because it's blocked by the... Let me just swing that around. It's blocked by the toolbox. To be fair, and the floor level's different. We'll make sure they're both level, and we should be 690, which we are. 690 apart. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, that'll be right. And I just need to put some more strap in, and that'll be them done. So I've protected them really well, so hopefully it should be fine. Right, so I just put my long level across them pipes. They're absolutely solid. They're not going anywhere. Hopefully, as I say, sometimes if you don't click your pipes properly, when you come back they're all over the place, because obviously it's not the plasterer's fault. Stuff does get moved, and they should be. I'm trying to do that one-handed, aren't I? They should be 690 apart if we've got our calculations right. So yeah, bang on. So when we come to second fix, obviously we know our pipes drop down the middle. The brackets will be, I imagine they'll be there and there. They're like the cast iron effect ones. Let me zoom out a little bit. So all I need to do now is work out a way of connecting them at the top. Right, I've got to connect these two 15 ones to them two 22, but I think I'm going to tee them and then do another drop on the other side. I've got to be a little bit careful, to be honest with you, because there's all sorts. That's obviously, they're the new floor joists, so I've moved all the new insulation out of the way, and this is all the old stuff. So, as I say, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful soldering onto them. So I just cut them there somewhere, T, reduce down, and then try and bend or swan neck onto them. These are a bit in the way, but they are what they are. And we'll see if we can get that bit done. Right, I'll try and get the cutter in. This bit's always good fun being a plumber. I don't know what I'd be if I wasn't a plumber, to be honest with you. I love days like today, where you're struggling to reach itchy, wet, sweaty, but I love it. And my cutter's gonna get the blade stuck, no doubt. Come on. I'm using my phone as a torch as well because I left my torch on another job. I need to get one of them uni lights, to be fair. We'll try and get that cut. I'm mumbling on my day. Come on, Tom. Working left-handed. Hopefully, I can't remember how far them pipes go through there. I don't know if I took them all the way to the end wall, but I cut an hole in the ceiling on the other side. Anyway, we'll find out. These, I was going to say, hopefully they're not my hot and cold I'm cutting into. If I'm about to get extremely wet, no, they can't be. Oh, we're nearly through now. They've got to be heating. I was going to say, if not, I've just messed up completely. It's all fun and games being a plumber, isn't it? I don't think they're going much further through there, to be fair. Oh no, they literally just drilled through that wood. I was going to say I nearly had heart failure then. I was going to say if they're hot and cold, I'm in trouble. But yeah, we're good. I'll cut the other one off. We'll sweat a T on there, solder a T on there, and we should be good. Luckily, I've got about 2 inches to the ceiling, so shouldn't heat any of that wood up. All upstairs is finished, so there's no chance of lifting the floor up now. Right, that one's all fluxed up. I've taken 22 through, but probably only needs to be 15 to be fair. I've just got to be a little bit careful of all this old paper and all the some of this old pipe lagging can catch fire well as well. So I don't know if I'll be able to get any shots of this. There's nowhere to really put my camera. But yeah, I'll get that soldered up anyway. I'll try and get an angle, but I don't know if I'll be able to. hate it when it don't run properly. Right, I've just soldered that up. It's not the neatest soldering you're ever going to see. It's obviously always going to run down on the drip a little bit. But in terms of not setting pipes or anything, that's the most important thing. We'll bring this one back the other side. And we've just got to join that one up to there. The pipe might have just gone a little bit off square, but I don't think it'll matter too much. Alright, that's the second one in as well. We've just got to solder that one up. Pipes are a little bit close there, but I think it'll be alright. I just need to put some strap banding at this at the top as well, just to push them back a little bit. But by the time that's done and dabbed, you should be able to get over them anyway. They are flush. I think we'll be fine. Right, they're all in. I put some extra strapping at the top. I'm going to leave the other side until I definitely know where the radiator is going. So I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to find my pipes. I know there's like hatchet choices upstairs, so I know there was like eaves. You can't get in them now. It was all ram full of insulation, and I 100% definitely lagged them across there. So I reckon I left them about there. It might be a little bit further out actually. Might be over here, but because we look here, because we've got literally run down here, and the radiator is going there on this one. Or if he decides to have it under the window, we can put it under the window. So if we just drop them down that side or down that side, I'll find the pipes for a start anyway, and then we'll go from there. I reckon my pipes are there. I wouldn't have taken them tight in the corner because it made them too awkward to work on, and the eaves come out a little bit, so I wouldn't have gone really tight in the corner that way either. So I reckon they run down here. There's 215 mil somewhere here. I reckon if I chop a hole, see how good my memory is, we should be on top of them there, and then all we have to do is bend them. Again, these all rise to the air taps on that end, so I'd put them in with a slight drop so all the air will go out that leg. And this whole circuit for these 4 radiators is on a different zone, so we'll have to put a room set in. But just trying to think, sometimes you just forget, it's been that long. But I reckon I'm going to go for it there. It doesn't matter if I make a mistake, it's all being overboarded anyway. But it'd be nice to find them first time. Right, I've cut where my exit is, we'll give that a smack. And we'll see if we can see our pipes. We've got all the old insulations cut through yet. Brilliant. We'll move that out of the way, and again we'll be above on top of the new joists, because they're the old joists, we're higher. Found them above like 5 layers of insulation. I did lag that with like 19 mil, and that's where they end up to that joist if the camera will focus. So I'll probably cut a little bit more out the ceiling, probably on the other side of that joist over here somewhere, and then we'll see if we can get onto them. They are quite high actually, but yeah, we'll see what we can do with them. Hopefully none of that leaks, because there's no way I'm calling down that lot to fix them pipes. I can't remember if I tested them, I probably didn't. Probably just confident with my ability. But if they leak, that's a bridge we'll have to cross in the future. But at least we know where they are. Right, we'll open this up a bit more. You can see our pipes clearly now. What I'll do, I'm going to lower these down. It don't matter because all the air will go that way. We'll get them into that sort of void, and then we'll just drop down, probably straight down there to be fair. That'd be fine. I can't really get them across because there's double joists, there's that much insulation. So if we wanted to, we can always offset them or something. But we'll get them down into that studding or that noggin for a start. And we'll see. That's the hard bit, to be honest with you, in the roof. It's minging and all my arms. Good job I put a mask on. But yeah, we'll be alright. Right, that'll probably do then. We just got to solder them up. Make sure that one's nice and straight. Just put bends on and just bolt them into here. Just need to keep that one across slightly. It's never easy. Keep that one across. I'll try and get some clips on there at the end as well, but I think they should be fairly solid. and then we'll bend up again, just put short bit, try and get through there. Hopefully there's no timber. I can't quite reach off my steps where they are, but we'll get them soldered up, make sure we don't set fire to anything, and we should be good. Right, I've just taken that lat off that was screwed to the ceiling. I'll put it back on in a minute when I'm done. So what I'm going to do is drop my pipe straight down there. I was tempted to drop them in the middle again, but I just don't know if they want the radiator under the window or they want it there. So if I drop down that left hand side, I should be covered either way. I think they want it there, to be fair, but it's just a bit awkward to get the pipes across with all that timber and stuff. Obviously there's no really zones in plumbing, but you really want to try and drop your pipes either in the corner or somewhere where you know they are, because you don't want to be screwing. I don't think, the only thing they might screw there is a picture rail across the top of the window, but I think if I drop them there, I should be okay. As long as I mark and tell the customer or the joiner, you know, where they are, I think I'll be fine. At the end of the day, if I have to move them, I'll move them, but I'll just come along. I have to drill that lat there. We've got I think it's an 800 we've got going in here. So that's what I'll do anyway. And then, as I say, I've probably got the same thing to do in here, but at least I know where the pipes are now. I think the hot and cold, I don't know where I put them, to be fair. Probably a bit further that way, because obviously we've got to drop down for the shower. I could even bring them all in the stud in. So for the shower valve, we've got toilet and basin. Basically all the hot and cold are on this wall, and then we've just got that towel rail going over there. I don't know if it's that one. I think it might stick out a little bit too far, but that's what we've got. And then we should be good. I think, as I said, I think I just left my hot and colds literally over there somewhere. And then I'll find out what they're doing in the other room, and we can always come back and do that anyway. I'll try and not set fire to the insulation here, as he catches it already. I'll go from that angle. Probably going to end the video there actually. It's probably getting quite long. I'm just going to continue this afternoon and get the rest of my drops in. It's going alright actually. It's just always hard work when you like up in messy ceilings, but it's part of plumbing, to be fair. You can't like turn down work just because it's a bit horrible or mucky. So I just get stuck in and get the job done. There's no point complaining. I actually quite enjoy it, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't a plumber, but certainly not sat in an office. I'd have to be doing something. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike button, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you all so much for watching.